RB basketball was in the house Tuesday night as they took on Rio Americano for some in-your-face basketball. The freshmen wrapped up their game with a 59-41 victory over the Raiders. The JV game started to rock early on in the game as Falcons number 22 plants one on the rim for 3 points. And by the end of one, the JV Falcons had a double-digit lead over the Raiders. The Raiders kept their three-point momentum up throughout the rest of the quarter. By the end of two, the score was 19-24 Raiders. Second half, the Raiders struck first with two. But that didn't shake up JV Falcons number 22. He placed one in the basket for 2 points. Score now 21-26. Just minutes later, Falcons number 23 launches one in for 3 points, keeping the Falcons within striking range. Then moments later, Falcons number 24 lays one up for 2 points, closing the gap even more. The JV Falcons rocked the basket with even more 3-pointers. But the Raiders pour on the coals in the last minutes of the game with a series of 2-pointers and free throws to finish the game by beating the JV Falcons 54-49. The final game of the night had a special treat with Anisha Bell singing the national anthem. Let's play ball. The Falcons took possession right away and within minutes was placing points on the board. The Raiders fought back by dropping the rock in the basket from the three-point arc. Just minutes later, Falcons number 15, Deshaun Chaney, fires into the paint and lays one up for 2 points for the Falcons. Teamwork made the difference for the Falcons in the first quarter. Falcons held their own with a lead at the end of one, 16-12. Second quarter action, the Falcons kept the pressure on the Raiders as number 23, Stuart Bradley, rocks one in for 2 points. Then moments later, instant replay, 2 more points for the Falcons, courtesy of Mr. Bradley. And just before halftime, number 40, Jake Phillips, lands one for 3 from center court. In the first part of the second half, it was 3-point heaven for both teams. The Raiders sink one. Then Stuart Bradley lands one too. It was tit for tat until the last minutes of the game when the Raiders pulled ahead by a small margin. The Falcons kept trying to close the gap as number 2, Austin Spencer, takes it to the net for 2 points. But that wasn't enough as the Raiders took the game by 9 with a final score 59-68. This is Ken Brazel reporting for MySY TV Sports.